Warsaw, Poland. AP, President Donald Trump's decision to cancel a planned trip to Poland to deal with a hurricane comes as a sharp blow to Poland's populist government, which had been counting on the visit for a boost ahead of October elections. Trump is instead sending Vice President Mike Pence to observances Sunday, marking the start of World War II, and for meetings with Polish leaders Monday expected to include new military and energy deals. Trump announced late Thursday that it was very important to stay home to deal with Hurricane Dorian, which is predicted to make landfall in Florida on Monday. A top aide to Polish President Andrzej Duda, Krzysztof Sierski, stressed Friday that Trump expressed that he was sorry about the cancellation in a phone call with Duda and promised that the trip would be rescheduled when possible. Meanwhile, government-friendly media were casting the best light on the situation, stressing the severity of the hurricane and that Florida will be a crucial battleground state for Trump in 2020. Donald Trump cannot afford the mistake of George W. Bush during Hurricane Katrina, said Politics.pl, a pro-government news portal, a reference to criticism of Bush's reaction during that natural calamity of 2005. Some political opponents, however, voiced satisfaction that the ruling party lost the potential electoral boost only 6 weeks ahead of October 13 parliamentary elections. Gazeta Wyborcza, a newspaper critical of the government, stressed that the development is a blow to the president and government. Some political opponents called it a reminder to the government not to rely too heavily on the United States at the expense of other international alliances, as some believe the ruling Law and Justice Party has been doing. Adrian Zaberg, a left-wing party leader vying in the upcoming elections, said it's a reminder that other matters, interests will always be more important to the United States, therefore, basing Poland's security on a mirage of friendship with Trump is unreasonable. Zaberg said on Twitter. Some critics, who accuse the government of drifting in an illiberal direction, seem to gloat over the development. The populist Law and Justice Party is far ahead in the polls, riding the wave of a booming economy and popular social spending policies. Still, it will be fighting to hold on to the parliamentary majority that it now holds. The change of plans also deprives Trump of a chance to bask in an enthusiastic welcome abroad. On his first visit, in 2017, he was met by flag-waving crowds chanting his name, a sharp contrast to protests in Trump baby balloons that have greeted him in London and elsewhere. It's the second time Trump has cancelled a trip in recent weeks. The president had originally been scheduled to fly from Poland to Copenhagen for his first official trip to Denmark, but cancelled after leaders there mocked his desire to purchase Greenland. For Poland's government, which has been in conflict with the European Union over a controversial overhaul of its justice system, Trump's presence was a chance to highlight the nation's successes and bask in the global limelight. Although Pence will be welcomed respectfully, a vice president simply doesn't carry the same weight or garner the same level of attention. The current government has overseen Poland's transition to a developed market, and the Prime Minister, a former banker, pledged this week that it would have a deficit-free budget next year for the first time in the 30 years since communism collapsed. The Law and Justice government has also dramatically reduced Polish dependence on Russian gas, an energy source increasingly provided by U.S. companies shipping it across sea, and has cultivated a stronger military relationship with Washington. Above all, Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki, President Duda and ruling party leader Jarosław Kaczynski, the real power behind the government, had a chance to show voters that the party's populist policies have not left it internationally isolated, as the opposition claims. More than 40 other world leaders will also attend commemorations marking the start of the war, which killed more than 70 million people over 6 years. Let's block ads. Why?